Right, morning YouTubers. I'm back on it this morning and just give you an update and a rundown of what I've done. Right, the entrance roof, I'm sort of standing on some platform at the moment, so that's what the entrance roof looks like from above. Both sides all plied up and sealed, and just started sort of rendering pieces like this underneath the roof line. That'll be inside of the roundhouse, and that's just a base coat on there. So that's the sort of ropey old wood I'm actually using as a base, but it's pretty thick, dry, and really sticks well to the render. So I'll just jump down, try not to fall. Back on the entrance now. So this is one side of the entrance that's been rendered up. Still got the top bit to do there, but the bottom's all done. And just got a little bit in the corner there. Got a pretty big crack in the side here, but I'll sort that out at a later date. Rendered up the top on the left. That's got to have another coat of lime, or a coat of lime to go on it. That's cement at the moment. I've just done the other side yesterday, and that's pretty wet at the moment. And this is the other side with a new window that I put in. Now, I had to take this window, not this window out, but I had to replace this window yesterday because it had a massive crack in it. So it's slightly smaller than the original, and the original frame was going to come out to here, but I had to put a piece in because that was all screwed in and fixed. So replacement window, a little bit smaller but a little bit higher, if that makes sense. Just put a base coat on the underside of the wall there on the entrance, and just cutting it around the timbers there. That's a base coat of plaster, and that's going to have lime on it. Got to do a bit of detailing work yet around this window. Got to cover that little bit of timber here and then sort of smooth it all round. And what I want to do next is seal the window in with some silicone, and then I'll put a little trim round and finish that off. So just plugging up some of these holes with some dowels, just done it there and there. And again, that's what the timber looks like underneath, reclaimed timber, and I've got a little hole to fill in there, and I need to fill in this cavity in here. But I've started rendering it primarily because I can, and a few bits to do, but it's coming on. So I've just got that corner to do. I've just stuck this gnarly piece of wood in here on the entrance. That's going on the corner. I'll just walk around. Right, there we go. That's the roundhouse with a roof on. Well, entrance has got a roof on. So that's left side there has been rendered. Got a little bit to do on the top there just to fill in. And this right side has just got some cement render on there as a base coat for the lime to go on. So I'm just finishing this timber in the corner to put on, just so I've got a slightly gnarly timber sticking out because it's a bit too square otherwise. And this is what it looks like from the outside so far. Now I've got a sort of lath system going on. Just move this pallet out of the way, and as you can see, if I stand back a bit, fallen over. Okay, right, I've rendered up on the left there, and then that's going to carry on all the way around. So it's a bit patchy in colour because it's drying. So that's carrying on round, as you can see, and then I'm going to mould it in around the window. And that's some render I put in the other day. That's obviously the part of the window frame that's going to come out here a lot more detail and blend in. Not too sure if I'm going to have this timber shown yet, because I've got a feeling that could be a bit of a problem with moisture, so I might end up just covering that with render and just mould that in. That's what the timbers look like from the exterior before they get rendered, and started just filling in the joints here, as you can see. So it starts moulding it round, and you get really good adhesion to the wood as well. So nice little gap there just so the render can go through and stick on the other side, so that helps it stick. but not a problem so far having it sticking. And that's that corner again there. So I'm going to just walk down, just stand back a bit, and there we go. Looks a real mess until you get some render on, but it's coming on. At least I've got the roof on, so at least there's going to be a dry area to work in. I will actually try and put a door frame in on the entrance just to narrow the draft, so to speak. And that's just coming round there. That's what it looks like panelled up, and again that will be rendered up and covered over, so you won't actually see that corner that's next to the white, because it's all going to be rendered with lime. So it's coming on well. Done quite a bit today. Slightly delayed a few days ago because I had to replace a window. This side's coming on quite nicely in terms of the render. It's dried quite well. A lot lighter than I anticipated, so a little bit bumpy in places, but I'm not too worried about that. Got a little bit of detail I want to put in this window. I just want to put in a piece of wood, a roundy piece of wood in there, just to soften this up, because I don't really like that square frame, but it's practical, and that's coming pretty well, so that's another angle. So if I walk to the other side, the crunching is my footsteps walking in the jungle and mess. So if I go around the other side here, this is probably another angle you've not seen it from. There we go. Just looking at it from another angle. Need to get a few more tarps on there pretty soon before the rain kicks in. I'm going to try and sort of shroud it in tarps if I can. And there we go, another angle. So go further back. It's quite an impressive sight actually, I'm quite pleased with that. So the wall's coming on. Carrying on mainly with the walls because I can't do the roofing because I've got no materials. And unless I win the lottery, that's not going to happen for a while. So yeah, just carrying on with this. And this little exterior piece here, it's all reclaimed wood. That whole lot's going to be covered with render and lime. It's pretty thick old timbers in there. There's about 18mm thick timber, and that's all screwed up, so that'll form a nice sort of radius corner with that big timber sticking out. Need to fill in that hole in the roof, but apart from that, it's coming on. So I've got plastic sheeting on the roof, and 18mm ply plastic sheeting, and plastic sheeting is what they call DPC, which goes around the base layer of bricks on the house, so it stops the moisture from going up. It's really tough stuff, and 30-metre roll covers certainly one side of the roundhouse entrance, which is really good, and it's really durable. So that's it really. It's coming on the entrance again. Nice fresh sparkly timbers on the left, not so fresh sparkly timbers on the right, but hey, it's coming on. So next phase will be lime render the lower portion. Really want to fill the void in the top there. There we go. Just fill that up and then render that in, and then likewise I need to fill this corner here, then the top. Oh, so much to do, but yeah, it's looking good. That's the opposite side, all rendered up, all nice and dry, and I just need to brush those timbers down, just get some of the dry lime off. But it's pretty good. I'm really pleased with that, and yeah, it's a shame that's not so pretty, that timber, but there you go, it's reclaimed. It's drying off as well, so it's bound to have a bit of staining. But this side's nice and pristine, really pleased with it. There we go, that's the rendering up there. Just goes around the timbers, and then just take it down to the bottom, to the floor, and then that's as it is. So a bit more to do, and I'll just keep cracking. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.